From the front line of truth, where courage meets convictions, this is The Conservative Viewpoint.
Friends, patriots, and fellow Americans, welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative, and tonight we stand at a precipice. The air crackles, not just with summer heat, but with a tension that feels both ancient and alarmingly new. We are with the same in real time, the unraveling of the very fabric that has held this nation together for centuries. Far too long we have watched, we have listened, we have hoped for a return to sanity. But the time for quiet observation is over. The rhetoric emanating from the halls of power, from the mainstream media, and from the very mouths of those who claim to lead us, known as the Democrats, have reached a fever pitch. It is a rhetoric steeped with division, filled with distortion, lies, and dare I say, designed to ignite a confrontation. They speak of unity, yet they sow discord. They preach tolerance, yet they demonize dissent. They claim to defend democracy, yet they undermine the very foundation of free speech and open debate. And with every passing day, with every new lie, with every fresh accusation, the chasm between us widens. Tonight we peel back the layers of deception. We will expose the calculated falsehoods that are poisoning our national discourse. We will confront a dangerous, violent rhetoric that is not merely inflammatory, but it is actively pushing us towards a point of no return. Because when words become weapons, when political differences morph into existential threats, and when the very idea of a shared future is systematically dismantled, what then remains? The specter of civil strife, once a distant echo from our history books, now looms large over our present. Is this the path day for the 10 of us? Is this the future they envision for our children? A nation fractured, brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor, all because of political agenda has superseded their sacred bonds of citizenship. I have this and so much more on tonight's show. We will dive into the undeniable evidence. We will connect the dots, and we will ask the uncomfortable questions that demand answers. Because the truth, however inconvenient, is the only beacon that can guide us through the darkest times. Stay with us. This is the Conservative Viewpoint, and the conversation you need to hear begins now. Welcome, everyone, to the show. How is everyone doing tonight? Yes, we have got a crazy show tonight. I've added a bunch of things like I always do, guys, and it's going to get crazy. And it's going to get real. And unfortunately, we have to face up to the reality that there's a fight on our hands that's going to take more than just talk. If these idiots from the liberal side of Democrats' vulgar mouths, the violent rhetoric that shoots out of their mouth, we got to keep an eye on it, guys. So we're going to get into that here in a little bit. But welcome to the show, everyone. I'm glad you guys made it. It's awesome to see you all here tonight. Anyone new to the show, welcome. We love having you. I tell you that all the time. We got a lot going on tonight. Make sure you guys give me a shout out, say hi in chat so I know that you guys are here. I can't see you unless you say something. It's not like when I'm on my cell phone, I'm watching other places, it comes up and says, so-and-so is watching the show. That does not happen on my PC. I am always on I'm not on apps for all this. I couldn't run all this off my phone if I had to. So make sure you give me a shout out. So let's give a shout out to everyone that we're streaming to right now. We have got a lot of places. We've got Rumble over here. We've got Getter over here. We've got Kick over here. We got Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X is in the house. Everybody down here. And we've got the one, the only Wimpkin.com right there. Oh, yes, we do, guys. Welcome to the show, everyone. Let's give some shout outs to people who are watching that I can see. And I know there's more of you guys that are watching that haven't told me hi yet. So get off your butts, get onto your typing, and go H-I. That's all you got to do. It takes like 2 seconds and hit enter. That's all you got to do. So give it up. And we're going to say hi to my brother's keeper over here and Getter. We got Sean in the house. We got Radical Right, Sean. I got to get it right there. You got to get it right. That's so awesome, Sean. I love that. Radical Right, Sean over there. Thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. I know we'll get more in here soon, but we got Kick in the house. Make sure, Kick, you guys on Kick, don't forget to give me a shout out. Say hi. It's the only way I know you're in there, because if you guys want in on the weekly drawings, oh, yes, you got to get your names into me, and it's down in the thing. It's coming up here shortly. Conservative Viewpoint at yahoo.com. If you want in for the weekly drawing, there it is. Only stipulation is you have to be watching the show to win. If I don't see your name up there and your name's in my hat, you guys don't win. No. You go back in for another day, but I got to see your name so you win the drawing. This week is, this shirt over here. Trump 1776 shirt. We got you. Oh, yes. And I got some more. I got some stuff in today. I got some stuff for your go bag for the Don't Get Dead Disaster Factor tip of the day. We told you about making a go bag. I got something in there for today, a cooking set, bowl and shit. And oh yeah, that's going to be one of our giveaways. I got more coming in the mail. I got stuff sitting over here for you, a flashlight, couple knives. I told you that before, but give me your name in it. You can't win if you don't get your name into me. So get your name into me. Everybody on Facebook, everybody in Getter. I got over 1,000 people that watches me on Getter. Get your names into me, guys, so you guys can win. And the few people that we get in Rumble, come on, man. Get your names in. If you guys want to win, we got everybody from Wimpkin in there, and that's what we're going to give a shout out to now. Everybody, we got the Wimpkin Warriors in there, guys. Some awesome people we got in there. If you have not done it yet, download the app. Join us in Wimpkin chat, WIMKIN.com. Join us in there. Find out what kind of people we got in there. We got some awesome people. We got awesome people in Getter, too. You can't go wrong with these guys, so let's give them a shout-out right now. We got Jerry Kruger, which does a podcast also. And if you're watching me, you know he's on it, too. So make sure you guys kick it in and check out his site, Jerry Kruger, Kruger. Make sure you look at his name, check out his site. All right, Jerry, what's happening, Jerry? There is Colin from Scotland. You got to love these guys, man, from the UK, man. They come join us. They stay up late. It's freaking awesome. I love that, guys. These guys are awesome. So, Jeff from Texas. We got Texas Jeff in the house. What's happening, Fixer? And he's in the house right now. All right. What's going on, guys? There is Texas Tammy right there. She's in the house. Then we got Kurt in the house right there. What happened, Kurt? And what else we got going on down here? We got Gregory. Gregory throws a podcast out here. He goes in there and talks and stuff himself on Wimpkin. So if you're on Wimpkin, check him out. You'll love it, guys. He got some good information. He likes to talk, so check him out. Marianne. There's my Marianne right there. There she is. Hi, Marianne. All right, let's keep going down. There's Daniel. Daniel, welcome, man. Glad to see you tonight. And I said hi to Kurt. There's Gabby Girl. And Fixer, did you get anything in the mail from me? I hope you did. I hope it did not get lost. You didn't know it was coming. I know. But I hope you got it anyways. But anyways, here we go again. Thank you for that, my brother's keeper. Yes, don't forget to share my video, my live streams after we're done here. Get them out to everybody that you can. We got to get more people in here because we got a lot going on. And when you hear it tonight, hearing a couple articles, you'll see why. It's getting real, people, and we've got to keep our heads on the swivel. It's getting real. Eric Von Zipper in X, welcome, man. How you doing in there? Ah. All right, excuse me, guys. Had to wet the little whistle here because we got so much going on, guys. It's unbelievable, you know, and we're going to get busy so we can get through these. Like I always do, I've added a bunch of stuff, and I've got a headache now. I had a hard workout today, and I'll give myself a headache. Got some rain finally. Thank God. For a couple hours, it finally poured down some rain. So thankfully, my garden needed it, and we actually needed it to cool things off a little bit. So I had to go to the dentist, get my teeth cleaned and stuff this morning, and so I had to come back here and finish setting up for the show. I had a lot going on, guys, so bear with me when we get through this. Remember, StreamYard sucks, and Texas John is over there. What's happening, Texas John? Over in Getter. Thank you for over there. Give me the numbers. Thank you for that. All right, let's get busy, guys, because we got a lot going on. I got a lot of videos to show you, so let's get busy. We're going to start off with, I'm not home, but I'll have someone check my box. Okay, thanks, Fix. House Oversight releases Kevin O'Connor's deposition in which he takes the fifth on all questions. This is Biden's doctor on his demented hearings they were having. And of course, we know it from seeing Joe Biden and what he was like the whole 4 years. It didn't take this man to keep his trap shut. He just proved it even more so by pleading the fifth. Would not answer any questions, and he was behind closed doors. Oh, yes. And they come out and said that he said multiple times, and they said nothing. But the multiple members of Biden's inner circle expected to testify previously asked for an exemption to the subpoena because of doctor-patient confidentiality concerns. Well, that shit was waived by executive privilege. Trump's administration took care of that real easy. But they said that Biden's inner circle made him unavailable to everyone. That proves everything, guys. They could not get a hold of him. So what's going to happen? Not a damn thing. Nope. We know that for a fact that nothing's going to happen because we already know that the Biden family has taken money from foreign countries. They did not file, especially Hunter Biden, the crackhead himself, did not file as a foreign agent under the Foreign Registration Act. And it's not like it's a CIA agent or nothing like that. You're allowed to take money from foreign countries as long as you register as a foreign agent. And he did not. But guess what happened? Not a damn thing. What's going to happen with the illegitimate 46th presidency? Not a damn thing. He will go down in history as the worst president of this United States. But he should not go down as being acknowledged of even being a president because we know China helped him win illegally. We know 81 million people did not vote for this demented old fool because the dementia was out during the campaign, during the debate. And we know people did not vote for this idiot. And we know now that China helped steal the election for Joe Biden. Because why? Because China and Joe Biden is China's puppet. And that's why they faked their way in there and stole the election. So because they know they can control him because the man didn't have a clue of what was going on. He didn't have a clue of what day it was. So this is what's going on. And we have a fact. We know it. John M., what's happening over there in Whipkin, man? Welcome, guys. Oh, my God. It's great to see Sean Lively. Sean is in Texas. Sean is in the house in Wimpkin right over there. Yep, we got him, guys. We've got everybody over here. What is the hell is that? There's a solution. That looks like a big old combine or something there, Jerry. What the hell? That's a pedophile solution right there. Oh, that's to get roadblocks. Yeah, that's to get those idiots from protesting on the interstates. Got a big old sickle tractor. Plow them down. I love that, Jerry. That's awesome. Vic over in Getter. What's going on, Vic? Hey, yo, if you guys have not checked her show out, get busy. Get your asses on the keyboard. Violent Vixen 29. Check out Rebel Chicks with a Cause. She was on right before me. Check it out. You guys are going to, she had a great show. And the one thing that pisses you off is she's got the thing about P. Diddy and Diddy getting off. Yeah, I know it's light over there, isn't it, Von Zipper? We got to pick it up on X, guys. Come on, get everybody in there. Let's get busy. But she's got some great information, guys. Anywhere I stream, plus some, check her out, Violent Vixen 29. Check out Rebel Chicks for the Cause. Great show. You guys won't regret it. Trust me. Stick around for me right after the 9 o'clock. We got a great show. I always put on a great show. I think so, but I think I'm a little biased, right? But anyways, okay, here we go, guys. We got to keep going so we don't run out of time this time. So we know Joe Biden's doctor is a lying piece of shit and pleaded the fifth, so he couldn't answer any questions because he knows Joe Biden was demented and he should lose his medical license for that. All right, moving on. Here we go. If delete. I hit delete and it would not delete it. Okay, let's go. And I got videos I can't get off my computer either. That's a bitch. But now here's a big one for you. But we're talking about pedophiles and the Diddy deal. Well, we've got top house Democrats now demanding the release of Epstein files that mention Trump. Oh, yeah. If these pieces of garbage Democrats knew that Trump or thought Trump was on that Epstein list, they'd have used it a long time ago. But now all of a sudden, because the Trump administration are hiding stuff from us, now they want their stuff released. Before the last 4 years under Biden administration, oh, hell no, we're not releasing shit. We're keeping that shit under wraps because they know that half of them some bitches are probably on the list. We know Trump is not a pedophile. We know Trump was not on the list. Yes, he was on Epstein's plane from Florida to New York, I think it was. Never anywhere else. We've already gotten that out. So bring it, guys. We want that list. We want the pedophiles off our streets, out of our country. But now what are we going to get? We're going to get more of them because P. Diddy's going to get off and he's going to be walking the streets again. And you think that's going to stop him? You think it's going to stop everything? Because yes, it's kind of go crazy. What's going on, man? Oh, we're getting built up in Getter over there. Thank you for that, John, that update on that. Come on, guys. Everyone in Getter, get off your butts and get on the keyboard and tell me hi. I want to see people on there. We got giveaways. We got everything. You guys got to get your name into me so you can win. Conservative Viewpoint at yahoo.com. Let's get some winners in here. I'm giving everything away to give to some people, and the couple in Getter got some already, and almost everybody I think's won something from me on Wimpkin. We got to keep it going, guys. So give me some names so we can put some more names in the hat. So, all right, let's keep going here. But, yes, now all of a sudden the Democrats want the Epstein files released. But what have we heard so far? We have heard this after, damn it, I missed one. But that's okay. We won't play that.
If I had a nickel for every time I had heard an anchor.
Yes, we would. We are going to play this because you guys are wanting to hear it. This is about like Biden and everything. So take a listen.
If I had a nickel for every time I had heard an anchor or a fellow commentator use the phrase, the big lie, after the 2020 election, I'd be a rich man. But I wonder what they have to say for themselves now about the lies that we were told about Joe Biden. Oh, behind closed doors, he's fine. He's riding unicycles and juggling knives and doing trigonometry blindfolded. What would they say about the enormous conspiracy that was required to cover up this impairment? What would they say about the coordinated smear campaign against anyone who dared question it. And what would they say about the clear fact that unelected people were making decisions in a constitutional republic in the name of a president who had no idea what was going on? Shame. Shame on every one of these people who inflicted the real big lie on America and the constitutional crisis upon the people of the United States.
Wait a second. I switched over to my other one because I had some guys from Facebook come in there. Hi, Sharon. I see you in there, and I'm trying to make sure. Barkerveld, what's going on, Bart? Senators couldn't even get to Biden. They complained about it, but never went against the grain. You see that, guys? When you talking senators couldn't even get to Joe Biden, you know they were hiding everything. Something needs to be done about this shit, and nothing's getting done. Why? Because we got weak-ass, no-balls Republicans in these committees like Jim Jordan and Comey and stuff, and they make it sound good. They make it sound real good. We're holding hearings. We said this before, guys, over and over again. We're sending out letters. We're holding hearings. Oh, yeah, we're doing stuff. No, you're not. You're not doing a damn thing. You're not holding anybody accountable. You're not doing shit. And we need stuff done. We need to see people cuffed and put into jail, just like they did the J6ers for fake shit. But nobody's doing nothing else. The Republicans don't have the balls to put these Democrats in cuffs and throw them in D.C. Gitmo without no lights and heat or anything like that. Or probably right now, no air conditioning. That's what needs to happen. And I think I saw a guy in there. Hey, guy, what's going on, man? Right, guy, we all knew that he had dementia. But you got guys like that is not afraid to say what they feel in there, and that's what needs to be done. All right. Let's keep going here. What else we got? But, yeah, they want these Epstein released now. Release something, because we know everybody in the Trump administration knows they're hiding it. And when he's going to talk down to us like that, and no, get it, and get it out. You promised us stuff, and now you're going back on your promises. And one thing they said that they would never do, they're going to be totally transparent. Well, they blew that right out of the water, I'm sorry to say. All right, let's keep going. What else we got here? And get rid of this one off like that. And then they really screwed this up on here. I can't even tell what's what. All right, let's keep going. Secret Service. Remember when Comey put out that thing 8647 on there? Well, guess what? The Secret Service tracked Comey down following the 8647 post. They tracked him by his cell phone after he come back and posted the photo on there. And he immediately following the post, Comey and his wife, Patricia, left the new North Carolina coast, headed back to their Virginia home. Speaking on a condition of anonymity, I think that shit needs to stop too. An official told the outlet that the Secret Service was able to track him using his cell phone, a procedure typically used for legitimate threats. He is a legitimate threat. Secret Service agents were then waiting for Comey when he arrived at his house. Comey, who during the congressional testimony to the House Judiciary and Oversight Committee in 2019 said some variations, I don't know, and I can't remember, 245 times. This is what you get when you're trying to question the FBI. Christopher Wray was no different. I can't answer that on possible upcoming investigation. And that was his typical answer from a freaking FBI frauds. This is what you get, and this is why nobody goes to prison and for Democrats and these idiot liberals, because of these people doing this. And Republicans don't do anything about it. They just say, well, okay, we're good with that, but we'll send you a letter tomorrow, though. So don't worry about it. It's okay. But we made it look good for the American people. So don't worry. It's okay. You don't have to answer our questions. We don't care because my wife's got my balls in her purse. So I'm good. They are afraid of Mossad. Oh, yeah, you got that right. Oh, they got, what did they say? I think they said there was a tornado warning somewhere in Maryland or something like that. I'm just glad we got rain in PA here. So what else we got going on? Here we go. This is why I tell you guys, and this is why we give you the disaster factor tip of the day. And this is for reasons exactly like this. Democrat lawmakers say their voters are threatening blood and violence over inability to hinder Trump. Hinder him from what? Making America great again, which he is doing. But they are threatening us now. They are threatening civil war. Now, what I believe in this article is that the Democrats are telling their people to prepare for this. So this is why I tell you to prepare yourself. That's why we are giving you this disaster factor tips of the day. Not only because of the storms that we've had, unfortunate, Texas is finding out the hard way, like North Carolina did, and everybody down south, when the Biden administration did nothing to help them. And that's why we give you these tips for those reasons, plus this. That's why we tell you to keep your head on a swivel and make sure you know your surroundings at all times, because this is what's going on with the Democrats and their violent rhetoric. This is why the Border Patrol agents are being attacked and assaulted twice in a day. And this is why, because of their violent rhetoric. Democrat lawmakers say their voters are enraged at the lack of ability to counter President Trump's agenda. A great agenda at that. They're making it sound like it's not. And I've dealt with this people on Newsbreak today saying this one girl got on there and said, my 84-year-old grandmother can't go out and get a job. The dumb bitch don't even realize this is what I'm talking about. These people hear only what the Democrats tell them and not the truth. That's why we're here to do this, because it's not like your 84-year-old grandmother's losing her Medicaid. And they're sitting there going, well, all old people have Medicaid and Medicare. No, it's based off your income. If you make good money, you can't get both. And they're sitting there going, well, they get Medicaid to pay for the 20% that Medicare doesn't pay. Well, that's not true. You freaking idiots. If you are a lower income, you get Medicaid. If you happen to get your Medicare, okay. But that's not how Medicaid works. The only idiots that are going to lose their Medicaid is the fucking lazy ass working age people that just doesn't want to work, and the illegal criminals. You asswipes that are sitting there collecting a check, getting out your freaking seats and your coolers and drinking your beer and able to work are going to get a job now. And you don't like it. And that's why these people are mad, because they're going to lose their food stamps, because your lazy ass people have been brought up on welfare and you think that's the way it's going to be. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, it's not. And if you want to threaten us and you want to take it to a step further, we will protect ourselves, guys, because we don't go out there and burn stores and loot stores and stuff like that. Doesn't mean we're weak. So remember that before you start shit, because we will protect ourselves with every ounce of our Second Amendment rights. Trust me, that's not a street you want to go down. Okay. Anyways, let's keep going on that one. I have Medicare and Social Security. That's it. Exactly, my brother's keeper. And that's what you get. People don't understand that, but these idiot liberals want to sit there and think the Democrats are telling them the truth. Why would they lie to us? Well, they don't need to lie to us, so they're not lying to us. But I'm sorry to tell you, they are. And I tried to talk these idiots, and you cannot talk reason with these morons. It's as simple as that. CIA now makes it clear that Trump was framed as far as the 2016 presidential election and the Russian collusion. Now the CIA are bringing out everything. They didn't bring out anything until the Trump administration took over and put people in charge that proved the whole damn thing that we already knew, that this was paid for by Clinton, by Hillary Clinton. And what was being done about it? which they know the $1 million for the Russian Steel dossier came out of the Clinton Foundation. But nobody was held accountable for it. Knowingly, they paid for it, knowing it was fake. All those 51 CIA agents and other intelligence officers that signed that paper saying that the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation, nothing happened to them. This is what we're paying for every time we turn around. This is going on way too long, guys, and something has to be done about it. Floods have gone global for those that want to know. Floods are going everywhere. Everybody's getting floods. But I've got a drought going on right now, man. We only got a few hours of rain today, and it's been so freaking hot. It's unbelievable. But anyways, yes, in a blockbuster report, CIA has belatedly exposed the rank corruption among top intelligence officials who convened to frame Trump and drive him from office during his first term. The pernicious lie was that Trump colluded with Russia to rig the 2016 presidential election in his favor. The principal piece of so-called evidence was a document known as the infamous dossier. It was secretly financed by Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign, which is campaign finance fraud, and she should have been put in jail for that, but was not. And the Democrats, conceived by a foreign agent with a checkered past in espionage, and then brokered the salacious collaborators at the FBI, CIA, and the Department of Justice and the Trump-hating media. Just never fails, guys, one after another. But we're going to keep going real quick here so we don't get off topic and we can get some more of these videos played. Democrats see the political gift in Trump's big, beautiful bill. They think they can, and they know they will, tell lies to their sheep to make them believe that this big, beautiful bill is totally against him, and it's totally for the 1%, the upper elites, the big money people, and it's not. But some, of course, is going to go to them for tax breaks. But guess what? It's also going to bring us down. If you idiots remember, back in Trump's first term, you had more money in your paychecks. Gas prices were never as low as they've ever been, and they are coming down now. Except I just paid $3.99 for freaking diesel in my town because Pennsylvania is the tax heaven, and you don't want to move here. You don't want to live here. You will get taxed to death in Pennsylvania, so don't do it. I could have went 20 miles down the road and paid, I think it was $3.47, but I didn't feel like running all the way out there into West Virginia for diesel. And yes, this is ridiculous. Don't come here, and don't move into PA. It sucks. All right, let's get off of here. But yeah, they think they can lie to their sheep, tell them all this so they can get votes. Everything that they do is about votes. They kiss your ass to get votes. And after they get in and they get power back, you are thrown under a bus. Trust me, they don't give two shits about you, but don't worry. I know your dumbass brains don't work that way to believe the truth. Another thing about piece of shit Democrats, all Democrat politicians are cowards. They get useful idiots to do all their dirty deeds. That's exactly it, Rogue. And hi, Rogue. I didn't see you over there. Where's my glasses? I can't see hardly anything in there. Rogue, welcome to the show, guy. I didn't see you. We won't start any trouble, but we sure the hell will finish it. You damn right. We're not punks, guys, but we will protect ourselves. We will protect our friends and family. So if the Democrats are going to tell their liberal bitches to go out there and do something to us, that's a mistake they don't want to have with us. So keep your eyes open, guys. There's a lot of floods. Yeah, I know New Mexico was getting some flooding and stuff too, like that, guys. And that's $2.99 in Texas. Forgot what's diesel down there, Sean. What's diesel, guys? Because that's what I got. I got a diesel and I got 3 hybrids, man. 2 of the hybrids still aren't running yet. They can't figure out the problem with them. All right, another worthless Democrat. We've got California. They reject Trump's demand to ban trans athletes. Oh, yeah. Typical violation of Title IX And these some bitches, nasty ass people that love pedophilia are violating Title IX of Trump's order. So what Trump do? Trump administration is suing California over alleged Title IX violation. It's not alleged. They straight up said, we don't give a shit. We're going to leave these guys with their dick swinging in the girls' locker rooms because we love pedophilia and we want them in there. And we love rapists, so we're going to let them in there. Just like most all Democrat-run states. And this is what's going on. Guys, this world has gone to shit because of these Democrats. And we've got to help try to fix it. We're going to move on. U.S. court strikes down. Click to cancel. This idiot judge, another activist judge, probably doesn't even know what the hell it means. I'll look tomorrow and let you know. Thanks, Sean. What it means to click to cancel or unsubscribe. He strikes down the click to cancel rule designed to make unsubscribing easier. So he's siding with scammers and everybody else that wants to try to keep you in there to sell your information so they can make money off your information. Diesel here is $3.43. So not bad compared to West Virginia and Virginia, pretty close together. Pennsylvania, not so much. And I live in one of the poorest counties in Pennsylvania, and our gas is still higher than everybody else's, even in PA. Oh, yeah. So this idiot judge strikes it down. So now it makes it harder for you guys to, or all of us, to cancel subscriptions, even ones that we did not subscribe for. K3, what's happening, man? He's in Getter over there. Welcome to the show tonight, Getter. All right, let's go. Cruz's office responds to backlash, says he returned from Greece vacation as fast as humanly possible after the floods hit Texas. Of course, the Democrats and these liberal idiots are boo-hooing, crying, and trying to throw Cruz under the bus. I know some people do not like Cruz, but that's something. He was on vacation. What the hell is he going to do about the water? Oh, if Ted Cruz would have been in Texas, the floods would not. But it's Trump's fault. It would have never flooded if Ted Cruz was not. If he was in Greece and he was back here, it would have never flooded. You guys are idiots. Now you're trying to blame Trump on it flooding because he made cuts to the government. No, they had more people on in the weather service than ever before. They had 5 people on, and it still would have flooded with 1 person or 5 person or 20 people. This is what I'm so sick of when it comes to these idiot liberals, and all they want to do is try to use excuses. Exactly, Taxylvania. That's that fact there, Rogue. But now they want to sit there and blame and say Cruz took too long getting back from Greece. Oh, it's just so easy. We're going to just jump on a plane and say, get the hell out of my way. I got to go back. It's not that simple, guys. He got back as soon as he could. And with him being here or not, would have not have changed it at all. This is what I'm sick of these liberals. Just find something to cry about. Put your thumb in one in your mouth and your other one up your ass because you guys are idiots. White House blast idea that Trump's cuts contributed to Texas flooding death tolls. Nope, wouldn't have helped none. No matter what, they put the warning out 2.5, 3 hours early, and it still didn't change the fact of unfortunate deaths because of this flooding. Oh, this is so pathetic, guys. This is what we deal with every damn day. And you sit there and you read these articles, and it just pisses you off even more and more because of these idiots that just want to cry because Trump is making America great. And guess what? Because they have to get jobs now. Because we're getting illegal criminals off our streets and out of our country so they don't kill more Americans. Or we get the fentanyl off our streets. And this is what people are fighting about? Keeping these illegal criminals here, keeping the fentanyl going, keeping people dying, Americans dying because other countries don't want to deal with their criminals. No. Remember, I worked in a prison. We don't want to deal with your criminals either. And friends of mine that still work, and the one guy that made a comment over in Facebook, he was, I think he might have went up to captain by the time I left. He was a lieutenant, I think, when I left. Maybe he was a captain when I left. But he was on a CERT team. He was the one that was training us to deal with these people. Awesome guy and very intelligent, very good at his job. You had to love him. The man knew what he was doing, and he knew how to protect the people from the criminal element that we had in our prison. Oh, yes. Just giving Democrats something to talk about. Democrats don't need nothing. They make shit up, K3, if they can't find something to talk about. But our U.S. Border Patrol apprehends a Venezuelan man doing their job for other countries too, not only ours, that was wanted by Interpol for homicide. So yes, our Border Patrol agents are doing their jobs, unlike under the Biden administration. They didn't do their job in there. Why? Because the Biden administration's tied their hands so they couldn't do anything. They were told to stand down. Don't do a damn thing. Do not stop criminals from coming into our country. Don't stop terrorists from coming into our country. Nothing. And that's what they had to do, because that's what a good soldier does. And, of course, yes, your Border Patrol are soldiers in a way, because they have to follow the directions of a demented old fool that didn't even know what day it was. But now they're doing their job, and the people are seeing it. Now they're pissed because their voters are getting shipped the hell out of our country. I want mass deportation now. Exactly, my brother's keeper. We all want it. The majority of our people that are smart and has a brain of their own that can think definitely wants it. Well, the border wall is funded, and it will be going up quick as shit, that they'll be getting it on there. All right, let's get on with these couple more here real quick. Trump said Powell should resign. He should fire him, but there's something in there that they can't fire him. But that son of a bitch is keeping our country down. And inflation, he's keeping it up high because he's trying to ruin their country. He's a Democrat. He's continuing on with the Biden and the Democrats' their plan to ruin this country, and he won't stop. They need to fire him. I don't give a shit what they say. Hell with them judges, them activists, some bitches. Trump says there is no amnesty for migrant farm workers, and there shouldn't be. If the farmers can get all their stuff together on their workers, they get to keep them. But guess what? You take these people on welfare right now, these welfare workers that can work, and as soon as you ship them out, you send them over to that farm. They quit that job, they totally off welfare forever. They don't get it. You quit a job that was there for you, you don't get welfare, period. They'll keep that job. Trust me, we got the jobs here, but like Microsoft, and Vic showed this on there, and I did email Jim Jordan. I do expect a response, but I know I won't get one, asking them to stop the HB1 visas so Microsoft cannot hire illegals over American people. Make them hire American people because Microsoft wants to pay them cheaper wages so they don't have to put out all the money. Make them hire Americans. Make them hire these welfare bums that are sitting there on their ass doing nothing but collecting off it to taxpayers. Make them hire them. Hell with the H-1B1 visas, whatever it is, for those illegal criminals and stuff that are in here. Nah. You go out, you come back legally, we're more than welcoming to you guys, but not coming in here illegally. Now we'll move on to the commie in New York. Trump's telling Mamadani to better behave himself because he's going to be watching him. I mentioned that before in a couple of shows. But guess what? That idiot has just scored a union endorsement from the educational record, the federal, I think it was the Federalization of Teachers in New York. What pathetic liberal idiots would get a commie in to be the mayor of New York? And that's exactly what they're pushing. There is no Sharia law in our country. There never will be. And you want to see a war happen, you try to push that shit on us. That ain't happening. Our women aren't going to be covered up. They're not going to be hiding their faces or anything in those sweat boxes and shit. And no damn way. That ain't happening. I want to see the mini skirts and shit. Now, Iranian sleeper cells. This is because of the Democrats again. Iranian sleeper cells may be hiding in plain sight, waiting to target royal U.S. areas. Terrorism experts warns. I'm going to go through this real fast here. A counterterrorism expert says that the Iranian sleeper cells may be hiding in plain sight following strikes at the U.S. military on several Iranian nuclear sites on June 20th. The Department of Homeland Security issued a national terrorism advisory bulletin stating that there is a heightened risk of Iranian-backed and domestic terrorism. We know this because of the Democrats. We know they've stopped 750 people on a terrorist watch list at the border. How many did they not get? We know there's terrorist cells popping up all over the country, in our country. They will not do anything about it. They will not get them down facts, and this is what needs to happen. The sheriff's department didn't have deputies along the river since it was 4th of July weekend because there's nobody, there's not 15,000 people trying to rush the border like there was under Joe Biden. I think these idiots are finally trying to wake up and say, oh, shit, Joe Biden's not in charge no more. We can't come over there. Yeah, well, no shit, Sherlocks. All right, got one more. What do we got? Oh, after I told you about what their Groke did on X when he was praising Hitler and giving all those Jewish racial stuff and he threw a fit on there on X. Well, guess what? X's CEO, Linda Yekshirino, whatever her name is, abruptly resigns. Wow, any surprise there, guys? Oh, yeah. X just become Hitler's new friend, and she all of a sudden resigns. That's what happens, guys. All right, guys, I got through all the articles I wanted to get through. Mama Flama Ding Dong. That's great, Gabs. I love that when you do that. But, guys, we have got to watch our backs. You got to watch your backs no matter what. And that is why I give you $100 billion will make ICE the 5th largest military in the world. There you go. That's perfect right there, Rogue. Thank you for that. All right, guys. And I hope I don't even know where it's at. Hold on 1 second. Now I got to put my glasses back on because of this damn StreamYard cannot fix the stuff, and I got to make sure I get where it's at. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Nope. I hate this not being able to fix my videos right so I can get stuff to you guys in a timely manner. Oh, this pisses me off. Texas video, Trump, conservative Viewpoint. Ooh, this is just irking me to no end. Man, where the hell did it go? Like I told you guys, I used to be able to set this up for everything that we have, and I would go to it with no problem. Play after Fart Man. I didn't even play that Fart Man video. So I guess I'm not going to be able to give you your disaster factor tip of the day because the idiots can't get this thing fixed so we can get our thing in. Let me get it real quick here. And let's put this one in. Give me about 1 minute to 30 seconds or whatever, how long it's going to take us to download. I know I put one in here, but of course I can't find it. But here we go. All right, let's go with this.
If bombing occurs, seek shelter underground, stockpile essentials, stay informed, and follow evacuation orders. Prioritize safety over everything. Let's watch it again. Share the best action for this scenario in the comments below. I hope this doesn't happen, so please like and subscribe.
And there is your disaster factor tip of the day, guys. I just grabbed one off the ham, but you never know what's going to happen with the things that are going on in our country right now. So make sure you get your bag going. Don't forget, if you don't have a to-go bag, get it going. If you got any questions, email me, message me, whatever you got, guys, and I will give you help. I will give you a list, and I will be giving stuff more away for your to-go bags. The Democrats are trying to start a civil war. That's exactly it, Rogue. And I think they are telling the people to get ready to do it when they tell them to. And that's why we have to watch at what's going on, because we will be ready. And all I got to do is open my gun safe and I'll be ready. So make sure you guys be prepared for what's going on. It's very important. Be prepared and be aware. Thank you for that guy. So remember, guys, every day I want you guys to give me your preparation tips of the day for disaster factors. It can be storms. It could be war. It could be anything that people need to be prepared for. And that's what we've got to do. We've got to prepare for it. All right, guys, I got time for a couple of videos here. Let me put out some funny videos so we have something to laugh at, because we need to laugh. So what do we got here? Let's go with, I got a Bigfoot, so Bigfoot got jokes. Take a look.
Why did the Mexican throw his wife off the bridge? Tequila! What do you say to a woman with a black eye? Nothing. You already told her twice. Why are aspirin white? Because they work. What does a burnt pizza, a pregnant woman, and a frozen beer have in common? Someone forgot to pull it out.
What do you call a little Mexican? A paragraph, because he's not an essay yet.
What did the egg say to the boiling water? I don't know if I can get hard. I just got laid this morning.
What's the difference between a woman and a piece of wood? The sound they make when they're getting nailed.
Oh, he better not give up his day job, boy. That really bad right there. All right, let's go down here, and we were going to hit up with, oh, I got a lot of Bigfoot, but we're not going with that. Let's go with Jeff and Walter. Take a listen.
Welcome back, dumbass. Mike, could you hear us in there? Mike, somebody pull his string. He's not talking. Mike, could you hear us in there? I can't hear you. Oh, you could. Well, we could hear you. You didn't wash your hands. I don't give a damn. Back to you, asshole. I'm sorry, just kidding around. What was your first name here in the blue shirt?
Oh, Nick.
Oh, Nick. Good to see you, Nick. Now, Nick, what do you do for a living?
I work in construction.
Oh, construction. What kind of construction? What do you do?
I work with a general contractor.
Oh, you work with the general. You're not the general contractor.
Oh, no.
You work
Not
with
yet.
one.
I will be.
So what is your title, Nick?
I guess you could consider it framing and drywalling.
Framing and drywalling. Got anything for that, dumbass? You know, Nick, we got jokes for doctors and lawyers and even trash collectors, but the framing and drywalling guy, not in our arsenal of snappy comebacks.
Love them right there, that's for sure. All right, let me move down here. We're going to get a little bit of our little buddy Brad Williams right here. We're going to see if I have a quick one of him. Our little man will play part of his stuff. Oh, there we go. Here's one. Take a listen to him. He's a pretty good, funny little guy.
I have a house. It's got a front yard that's got to get mowed. That's some man shit. I got the lawnmower. I'm going to start the lawnmower. It's hard for me to start a lawnmower. Little arms, no torque. All right? No torque at all. I got to start the lawnmower like son of a bitch. That's what I got to do. I finally get the lawnmower going. Now I got a whole new set of problems because the bar is right there. I can't see shit. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what yard I'm in. Hey, where's the dog? Bert! Found him. All right, it's bad. I finally get done mowing my yard. I feel great about myself. Then my neighbor starts to walk over. Now you gotta understand, I've lived in my house now for 7 years. 7 years. Neighbor walks right up to me and just goes, "Did she just hire you? Are you available to do other yards in this neighborhood?" I thought I was a gardener in my own fucking house. I wanted to get mad, but I couldn't. I just started laughing. So I was like, oh my God, they think I'm the gardener? What do they think about my wife? They think my wife's this hot single Asian woman who's rich enough to have a white midget gardener. You're laughing. If you ever saw your neighbor with a white midget gardener, you'd be like, they are killing it right now. Where do you find one of those? What do you pay them? Skittles?
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. There is our little man. He's awesome right there. So let me get him off here so I don't show that one again tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. You're awesome. Great more conversations in chat. The hour goes by so fast for us. It's unbelievable. I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share all my stuff with everyone that you can. Get the facts and the truth out to people. They need to hear this. Because the shit that's going on, the stuff that the Democrats are doing, way out of control. It needs to stop. We need to get the pedophiles off the streets. We need to get this country back and stop this nonsense that they're doing now. So again, thank you again for tuning in, and I'm going to leave you guys with this. That, my friends, brings us to the close of another powerful edition of the Conservative Viewpoint. Tonight, we have shown a spotlight on the dangerous currents pulling at the foundation of our republic. We spoke the truth that many in power would rather you never hear. We've laid bare the stark reality of the path we are currently on, and it's not a good one. But the conversation doesn't end here. In fact, it's only just a beginning. Because while we uncover much tonight, there are still deeper layers that need to be peeled back. More uncomfortable questions to ask, and even more urgent truths that demand our attentions. Tomorrow on the Conservative Viewpoint, we'll dive into the specific policies being pushed that are not just misguided, but are actively designing to erode our freedoms and reshape our societies in ways that you might not even imagine. We'll explore the hidden agendas, the quiet legislations, and the subtle shifts that are happening right underneath of our noses, and why they are just as, if not more, perilous than the overt rhetoric that we have discussed tonight that the Democrats are pushing. You won't want to miss it, guys. So before you go, if tonight's discussion resonated with you, if it ignited a spark of recognition, or if it simply made you think, then I urge you guys, please like this live stream, subscribe to it, subscribe to the Conservative Viewpoint so you don't miss a single episode. And most importantly, share this broadcast with everyone you know. Text it, email it, post it on every platform. Invite your friends, your family, your neighbors, your idiot liberal friends, if you even still have any. Because the more voices we gather, the stronger our collective resolve becomes, and the brighter the beacon of truth will shine. Thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. Your presence, your engagement, and your commitment to truth are what makes this show possible. So until tomorrow night, guys, stay vigilant, stay informed, and never stop fighting for the soul of this nation. Good night. God bless. I will see you guys back here live tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When? Right after the Rebel Chick with a Cause. It starts at 7 p.m. So until then, guys, like always, have a great rest of your evening. I'll see you back here live tomorrow.